Hello everyone, myself Mahantesh Kokudi. Welcome you all to the linear equations in one variable topic. So in the last session, I explained how to solve the given linear equations in one variable problem which are having variable part one side. So now we have to go for continue part. So in that we have to study how linear equations in one variable are useful, how we have to implement those problems in our day-to-day life. It means applications of linear equations in one variables. So how to use those linear equations, how to convert the given word problems into linear equations, and how to get that result. Those all things we are going to discuss here now, and in this session we are going to solve problems which are related to applications of linear equations in one variables. In the applications of linear equations in one variable, we have problems in words. Word form problems we have to convert in terms of linear equations in one variables, and we have to go for simplifications. So for that reason, first I am going to explain one example. After that, we have to go for exercise problems which are there in exercise 2.2. Now we have to go for this example. This is example based problem which is given in words. That one we have to convert into linear equations in one variable first, then we have to go for simplification. So what this example says, the present age of Sahil's mother is 3 times the present age of Sahil. First of all, we don't know what is the age of Sahil, and we don't know what is the age of Sahil's mother. But condition is Sahil's mother age is 3 times of the present age of Sahil. So first we have to assume Sahil age be x years. So mother's age will be 3 times, means it will become 3x. Then see, after 5 years, their ages will add to 66 years. Find their present ages. So solution you have to write here for this. Here we don't know what is the age of Sahil first. So let Sahil's age be x years. If Sahil's present age, this is a present age, right? So Sahil's present age is x years. Then Sahil's mother's present age will be 3 times, means 3x years. Next, what happens after 5 years? After 5 years, what happens? Sahil present age is x. So Sahil says after 5 years, Sahil's age present is x. After 5 years means x plus 5 years. And Sahil's mother's age after 5 years, that is 3x plus 5 years. After 5 years means we have to add 5 years to the present age of Sahil and his mother. After 5 years, whatever the age of Sahil and his mother age will be there, if we add both ages, then that is equal to 66 years. So by given condition, what is your condition? Which implies, so x plus 5 is age of Sahil after 5 years, then 3x plus 5 is age of Sahil's mother after 5 years. If you add both ages, then it is equal to 66 years. Now this is a linear equation in one variable. Now we have to go for simplification. This x plus 5 arrow as it is, plus into plus only. Here this 3x I wrote as it is, plus into plus only, 5 also I wrote as it is equal to 66. So now here x is variable, 3x is also variable part. I wrote both together, and these constants 5 plus 5 I wrote together, then 66 I wrote as it is. So x plus 3x, that is 4x, plus 5 plus 5, that is 10, that is equal to 66. Now what happens? Here 4x I wrote as it is. Here plus 10, if I transpose from LHS to RHS, it will become minus. So this is equal to 66 minus 10. So 4x, that is equal to 66 minus 10 is 56. So which implies here in between this coefficient and variable, in this 4x, which relation is there? Multiplication is there. If I transpose this 4 from LHS to RHS, which is having multiplication relation along with the variable, it becomes divide. So which implies x is equal to 56 by 4. 4 ones are, then 4 14s are. So this is equal to 14. So what is x here? What we consider x here? X is Sahil's present age. So therefore Sahil's present age, that is equal to x is equal to 14. Here we got x is equal to 14, that is Sahil's present age. Sahil's mother's present age, that is equal to, what is Sahil's mother's present age? That is 3x. So I wrote 3x first. So 3 I wrote as it is, x value is 14. So that is equal to 14 3s are, that is 42 years. So this is 14 years. It means Sahil's present age is 14 years and his mother's present age is 42 years. If you want to cross check, we have to add 14 plus 42, it is 66. Now we have to go for exercise 2.2. In the exercise 2.2, here we have to go for first problem. If you subtract 1 by 2 from a number and multiply the result by 1 by 2, you get 1 by 8. What is the number? So see here how to solve for this first problem. So same problem already I wrote here. Now here if you subtract 1 by 2 from a number, first of all we don't know what is that number. So that number we have to assume as a variable in the form of any small alphabet. So generally we are going to consider x. So what you have to write? Let the number be x. Then according to the condition, what our condition says, if you subtract 1 by 2 from a number, this is our number. If you subtract 1 by 2 means what happens? X minus 1 by 2, right? And multiply the result, this is our result. Multiply the result by 1 by 2. To this result, if you multiply by 1 by 2, you get 1 by 8. 1 by 8 means this is equal to 1 by 8. So given word problem we converted in the form of equation. Now we have to simplify for the equation to get what is that number. So here how to solve? Here 2 is in the denominator. If you go for cross multiplication, it will be multiplied to the numerator of the RHS. So x minus 1 by 2 I am going to write as it is. Here this 1 by 8 into this multiplication, if you transpose to the RHS, it will become reciprocal. This fraction it will become reciprocal. This is a 2 by 1, or else cross multiplication method also we can apply for that. So 2 1s are 2 4s are. So this is equal to 1 by 4. So what we got, x minus 1 by 2, this is equal to 1 by 4. X is variable, minus 1 by 2 is constant and 4 is constant. Only variable we have to keep in the LHS as it is, and constant term we have to transpose to the RHS. So here minus 1 by 2 is there. If you transpose to the RHS means it will become plus 1 by 2. For that reason, x is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. So we have to go for LCM of 2 and 4 for the addition of the fractions with the different denominators. So here we have to write 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2 will come. 4 ones are 4 plus 2 ones are 2. So this is equal to 3 by 4. So what we got? Therefore, x is equal to 3 by 4. This is our result. So what we have to write here? Therefore, that number is 3 by 4. If you want to verify means we can verify. So in this 3 by 4, subtract 1 by 2. Whatever result we are going to get, to that result if you multiply by 1 by 2, we will get 1 by 8. So this is our first solution. Now we have to go for second problem. The perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. What are the length and the breadth of the pool? See here how to solve for this problem now. So same problem I wrote here. Here the perimeter of rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. So first I am going to consider there is a rectangular swimming pool. Roughly I am going to draw here, right? So perimeter is given. Perimeter means length of the boundary. So perimeter of rectangle we are going to say 2 into L plus B, right? So now its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. So comparison of length and breadth is there. Length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. What are the length and breadth of the pole? First of all, we don't know what is breadth. So length is in the form of breadth. So first we have to assume breadth of the swimming pool be x meter. So when breadth is x meter, then length, see, length of the swimming pool is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. Twice means 2x. 2 meter more means we have to add 2. So in this problem, B's breadth is x and 2x plus 2 is length. By using this variable form with the help of perimeter formula, we have to find out what is the breadth and what is the length. So here I have to write in the solution. Let breadth of pole be x meter. Therefore, length will be 2x plus 2 meter. We know that perimeter of pole that is equal to 154 meter. So therefore, perimeter of pole is nothing but perimeter of rectangle. So that is 2 into length plus breadth. So perimeter of pole is 154 meter. This is equal to this 2. I am going to write as it is. What is length here? That is 2x plus 2. What is breadth here? That is x. Next step, 154 I wrote as it is. This 2 also I wrote as it is. 2x plus x, that is 3x plus this 2 I wrote as it is. So in the next step, 154 that is equal to, this 2 is a monomial, this bracket is binomial. So if you go for multiplication of a monomial with binomial means 2 should be multiplied with all the terms of the bracket. So 2 into 3x, that is 6x. This plus I wrote as it is, 2 2s are 4. Then what happens here? Variable is there, constant is there. This constant I am going to transpose to the LHS. What happens? 154. Here plus 4 is there. If I transpose to the LHS, it will become minus 4. This is equal to 6x. So then 154 minus 4 is 150, that is equal to 6x. This is same as 6x is equal to 150. So which implies x is equal to 150 divided by 6. Because in between 6 and x, there is a relation of multiplication. If I transpose this 6 which is there in the multiplication form, after transposing it will divide. For that reason, 6 1s, then 6 2s 12, 3 is remaining, it will become 30, 6 5s 30. Therefore, x is equal to 25 meter. So what is x here? Breadth is 25. Here, therefore, breadth of pole, that is equal to x, that is 25 meter. So which implies length of pole, that is equal to 2x plus 2. So which implies 2 into 2, x value is 25 plus 2. So this is 2 into 25 is 50 plus 2. So this is equal to 52 meter. So which implies length, that is equal to 52 meter, breadth, that is equal to 25 meter. This is our required result. Now we have to go for third problem. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 integer 2 by 15 centimeter. Perimeter means length of the boundary of a given any shape. What is the length of either of remaining equal sides? So this problem how to solve? Let us see here. In the third problem, here isosceles triangle, to which we have to call as isosceles triangle means a triangle in which any two sides are equal to each other. So if I take an isosceles triangle, then these two are equal, I am going to consider here. And what is given here? Base is given. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3. This is 4 by 3 centimeter. So we don't know what is this side and what is this side. Both will be equal. For that reason, we have to assume this side is x and this side is also x centimeter. Now perimeter is given. With the help of perimeter and these two sides and base, we have to find out what is the side of this isosceles triangle. So here what you have to write? Let each of equal sides of an isosceles triangle be x centimeter. So I consider these two equal sides. So I took those are x and x. So in the next step, perimeter of triangle. So perimeter of triangle. How to find out perimeter of triangle? We have to add all the three sides. That is nothing but sum of three sides. But in this problem, what is given? Perimeter of triangle is given. So here, the perimeter of the triangle is 4 integer 2 by 15 centimeter. That perimeter we have to consider here. 4 integer 2 by 15 centimeter. This is equal to what? Sum of three sides. What are the three sides in this triangle? X, x and 4 by 3. So I wrote x plus 4 by 3. Now how to simplify? This is a now linear equation in one variable. If you simplify value of x, then we will come to know what are the sides of this triangle. So for that reason, this 4 integer 2 by 15, I am going to, this is a mixed fraction. I am going to convert in terms of improper fraction. How to convert? 15 4 is 60 plus 2, 62 by 15. This is equal to x plus x, 2x plus 4 by 3. Here this 4 by 3, if I transpose from RHS to LHS, it will become negative because addition changes to subtraction after the transpose. So 62 divided by 15 minus 4 by 3, this is equal to 2x. So here if I take LCM of 15 and 3, LCM is 15. 15 divided by 15, we are going to get 1. 15 divided by 3, we are going to get 5. That one we have to multiply here. 62 into 1, that is 62 minus 6 here. 4 5s are 20. This is equal to what? This is equal to 2x. So next, 62 minus 20. So what will remain? 42 will remain. This divided by 15 I wrote as it is. This is equal to 2x. Now if I cross multiply this 15, what happens? 42, that is equal to 15 into 2x. So what happens, which implies 42 as it is. 15 to the 30x. So what is our final simplified form? That is 30x, that is equal to 42. So now next we can simplify further for this as x is equal to 42 divided by 30. So if I simplify again, what happens? Here 6 7s are 42, 6 5s are 30. This is 7 by 5. This is in the form of mixed fraction. If I convert mixed fraction in terms of improper fraction, it will become here this 7 we have to divide by 5. 5 1s are 5. So remainder is 2. This one can be expressed as, this one I am going to take as integer part. One integer, this is numerator and this is denominator for the mixed fraction. So one integer 2 by 5 centimeter. So now what you have read? Hence each equal side of an isosceles triangle that is equal to one integer 2 by 5 centimeter. So this side is one integer 2 by 5 centimeter, this side is one integer 2 by 5 centimeter, and this side is 4 by 3 centimeter. If we add all the three sides, this is equal to 4 integer 2 by 15. So this is our required result. Now we have to go for fourth problem. Sum of two numbers is 95. If one exceeds the other by 15, find the numbers. Here two numbers are there. So if we add both numbers, we are going to get 95. How those two numbers are related means one number is 15 more than another number. So see here, I wrote same problem as it is here now. So I am going to solve this problem. So here solution. So here two numbers are there. We don't know what are those numbers. So let us here, let the first number be x. Right. If you consider one number is x, another number is exceeds the other by 15. Exceeds means more than the first number. Therefore, another number will be x plus 15. So first number is x, another number is x plus 15. If we add both number, what happens? That results 95. So sum of two numbers that is equal to 95. So how to write? Which implies x is one first number and x plus 15 is second number. If you add both, it is equal to 95. So x plus 15, that is equal to 95. X plus x is 2x plus 15, that is equal to 95. Here plus 15, it is in the LHS. If I transpose to the RHS, it will become minus 15. So 2x, that is equal to 95 minus 15. So 2x, that is equal to 95 minus 15 is 80. Therefore, x is equal to 80. Here in between 2 and x, multiplication is there. If I transpose this 2 from LHS to RHS, it will divide. So divide by 2 you have to write. So 2 1s are 2 40s are. So x value is 40. Therefore, x is equal to 40. So if x is equal to 40, x plus 15, that is equal to 40 plus 15. So this is equal to 55. So here first number is x, that is 40, and second number is 55. So what do you have to write here? Therefore, first number is equal to x, that is equal to 40. Another number, this is equal to x plus 15. So this is nothing but 40 plus 15. This is equal to 55. So which implies two numbers are 40 and 55. Here if you add both, it is 95. One number is 15 more than the other number, right?